Hello, 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 and welcome back. It's Santosh, or I'm Santosh, and this is Psychic Sleep. Welcome, and welcome back. I'm sure it's been quite a week for several of you, and I am ready to keep the energies of the wheel of the year turning. Try not to plant myself too deeply into anything, and I hope for all of us what was I going to say, a lovely transition. Just, I hope everybody's upcoming year is more pleasant. I would like that for all of us. The art for the message from in between this week is totally an homage to Hermie the Christmas elf from the Rankin and Bass claymation classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Reindeer? Did I actually fought because I was like, ooh, do I want to draw Lance as Rudolph or maybe Cornelius or even the Bumble? And it just sort of, the message for each of these characters is to just be themselves. And I thought that Lance would look funny cute in his in his outfit. This one definitely gave me a couple of chuckles as I was as I was sketching it out. The message part of our message from in between this week has a heck of a title: The Longings of Gnosis and Nostalgia, or Warm Feels, if it pleases. The dark half of the year brings with it a longing for spiritual mysteries and the feel-goods of the before times. And before time. Seasonal stories of magic and wonder impart wisdom you can feel. Like a cup of hot chocolate and the feeling of warmth that spreads through the body and heats the breath. Keep the light symbolically, like a fire in your guts that warms the winds of the heart. Cozy and comfy can stave off even the high-seeking longing for the familiar ecstasy left behind when taking incarnation. O keeper of spiritual mysteries, bless us with seasonal stories of magic worthy of a script, of people following the call of their hearts, of choosing to be kind. What words of encouragement do you most need to hear? Steady on, but adjust pace. Don't wallow in sadness for too long. Don't wait to make better choices. Things add up. Start small. Go with the flow even when the flow is slow. And careful what you wish for. This week's 3-card draw is the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Cups, inviting us to consider tangible things, conflict, meditation, power dynamics at play, waters of suppression. How do you like your fire to be put out? This session of Psychic Sleep will be touching on themes of seasons, coziness, and lighting. So if you have not gotten yourself in a relaxed, comfortable position, please do so now. Maybe you need to let the relaxation wash over you today. or maybe you need to thaw that tension a little bit to have it drip off. So the relaxation has a dash of relief to it. Release. And if fun metaphors and visual games aren't already popping up in your mind, use the breath as the metaphor. The breathing out the stress, breathing in relaxation. Breathing out the stress, breathing in relaxation. Breathing out the stress. And imagining that stress was like an odd case of bad breath, so let's give ourselves some minty refreshment. Letting that stress go. Breathing in the refreshing mint of your choice. Lean into that beautiful phenomena of, no, it would be plural, phenomenon of breathing in and breathing out. And how it feels cooler as the air comes in and warmer as the air goes out. And set your internal sights on coziness, of allowing yourself to feel cozy and comfortable, with a dash of acceptable pride that you are doing something good for yourself in this moment. In fact, make sure that intention is laced throughout the session, that doing this for betterment, for not only for the evolution of our souls, but because it feels so good. And many other reasons. And while we're sort of in the realm of intent, let's bring to mind our sankalpa. If you don't already have one, it's a short phrase of personal resolve, like an affirmation or an aspiration. Something, somehow, that you would like to show up, the you aspire to be. Make it worth the effort that you put into it. Sometimes we need a profound experience, sometimes we need a mild one. It fluctuates, as do many things. And depending on where in the globe you are, the seasons may be different. But the lessons they impart are still there and transferable. The lessons that you learn from the cold and the dark and the isolated times leads to the warmth and expression of familial or relationships or friends or any circles that you interact in. as we integrate the possibility that we are doing this for our own betterment, go ahead and say your sankalpa now 3 times in your head, letting it ring out. And then setting that aside, remind yourself that the world is going to continue to make noises and have distractions, so resolve to treat your mind gently, as if it were a puppy, and you're gently guiding its attention back to where you would like it, which hopefully is your practice at this moment. So the noises are going to happen, and we can let them, the itches, the distractions, the things. If we need to, we can come back out and function fully and alertly, or we can let all of the non-essential, non-threatening, not palava, but the ruckus that is being kicked up all around. We can tune our channel. Some old language. Change which channel we're on. That is a way to describe what psychic sleep is doing, is helping you change the channel. So imagine that there is a visual language that expresses how you are feeling right now in terms of lighting. Do you feel like the overhead light is on and is harsh, but you can see things? Or maybe are you more of a sunset and you like the transition out of having done something and now to do something else, whereas you may have worked, now you can rest and or play. Or maybe it's a soft pink lighting that matches your recent mood. Maybe it's dark. Maybe it is lit like holiday decorations, maybe. It's only candlelight in there. But without judging, take a moment to feel into your personal lighting levels. Like if you were a lighting scenario, what would you be? Could even be a beam of light bouncing back and forth through several mirrors. If you're feeling a little confused and all over the place, maybe you feel solid and steady, and your light is in a place to help others, to shine light into the lives of others. And if the association you have with this light is not good, then work to bringing it up to acceptable. If it's too dark, add a lava lamp here or there in the mind's eye. Like, change the lighting to what feels safe and comfortable for you. If you like what the lighting is, then just bask in it for the moment. If it's too bright, you can put it on a dimmer, take it down a little bit, or Imagine a room full of candles and you're blowing out a few or lighting a few more. So letting go of light and dark as good and bad. What is your lighting situation, your levels right now? And even if you love it, you might need to add a little dash of the glint of self-care. Whatever you need to do to change the lighting to what feels the best and most supportive to you in this moment. How's your lighting project going? In your mind, you need not be limited by finances or physics. So, whatever lighting scenario you want, try it out in the imagination. See if it feels like a step in the right direction energetically or not. And now, imagine taking that light and bottling it in a special little delicate vial. And the light matches the light you were just cultivating for yourself. So it's distilled and concentrated. Liquid vibe. And imagine that you are looking at a skeleton covered in crystals. Notice the color, the clarity of these gems. And as you look, you start to find this skeleton familiar. Little hints that start to lead you to believe that this is another version of yourself. that as part of your quest at them, ended up at this interesting memento mori of sorts, this beautiful display of death and not rebirth, but conversion, transformation. And you might be drawn to the crystals near the head or the crystals near the the chest, the heart cavity, or down lower on the spine, at the base, the tip of the spine. What's left of it. And whichever one you feel drawn to most, put a drop of that liquid light onto it to shed some light on the lessons that may still be contained herein. As in, if your drop goes on to crystals around the skull, maybe there are thoughts that you could allow to come to you via this way of summoning them, of visualizing this liquid light spreading and perhaps a glow lighting up the crystals, and then perhaps a scene in the mind or a projection of the message from this other you out there in the multiverse. And just because you found a skeleton doesn't mean their journey is ended or that they are done. So you do not have to take on any karma from this past self. Merely be open to the head wisdom, the heart wisdom, or that primal base of the spine center. And watch the light play with the crystals until you start to see the image, the message that you are sending to yourself at this moment. Where are you? Where's your practice? Where have you focused your awareness? yourself to condense the message so you can unpack it later at your leisure. Visualize that conversation coming to an end and the glow of the crystals fading and the hum of the vial in your hands. Letting the images of crystal and bone fade. Just like we let the thoughts fade. We let them come, we let them go. For those of you that are headed off into the lands of slumber, many blessings along your way. Feel good, feel well, be happy. Sweet dreams. And for those of us that need to come back out of this state that we may have shifted to, however small or large, however quickly or slowly, just noticing a difference in the state of being. And then if you're coming back out, follow your breath. Find the sensation at your nostrils of the cool air coming in and the warm air going back out. Cool air in, warm air out. One more big beautiful breath in and out, and then let the next breath in allow life to return to the limbs as you wiggle the toes and the fingers and scrunch the face and rock the neck, rolling over onto your right side if you were lying down on your back, being nice to our hearts, pushing up to a seated position, comfortable position, starting position, whatever that was for you. And along with all these sensations of you coming back to yourself, fill yourself up with an extra bit of energy. It is infinite and inexhaustible, so take a big gulp of energy as you settle back into your body in the right here and the right now, back in your body, all the way back in your physical body, in the right here and the right now. Hariom Tatsat, my friends. This has been Psychic Sleep for the 29th of December, 2024. Thank you for interacting with this whenever and wherever you interact with this. Be nice to yourself for the next little bit. You've just done a practice. Allow things to integrate. Allow those thoughts that you really wanted to chew on to hang around for a little bit. Whatever you would like to do. Also, if you would like, one way that you could help this project grow and blossom is to like, comment, share, subscribe, or donate. And you can find some donate options at santosdavid333.com. SANTOSHDAVID 333.com. I'll work on making that a little sing-songier and pleasant for the ears. But thank you. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a blessed night, a wonderful week, and a fantabulous new year. That's coming up on us all too, isn't it? All right. Well, sincerely, thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel good. Feel well. Be happy.